Marine or a black whatever in the white man's military, that make them want to kill you more. Mm-hmm. Like when they see the uniform on you, they get an extra disdain for you. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't understand why in the hell do you want to fight for them.
Cared enough about your trials and tribulations, the things that you suffered through, and how to get out of that. That's your history. You don't need a white man to have no remembrances for it.
Yeah, man, you chastise the child too hard, or you create trauma. Yeah. If you don't say nothing to the child, then you making them soft. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't no way for a black man to be right even when he is right.
White people that's out there that want to help black and Hispanic people, the best thing you can do is just leave us the hell alone.
They are all against you. They all want to destroy you, and the ultimate goal of all of them is to put you back into slavery and subjection.
Real Nigga University in 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's get it. 1.
All right, we got the almighty thumbs up by Officer Raj Rob. Crazy. We definitely in the game. Shalom Israel. Of course, you already know what today is or tonight is. It's a round table of truth, as always. ISPK Chicago. You understand? So as we already know, you understand? So right now, Captain Quad is on his way. He likes to be, fashionably late sometimes, as he deserves. He should be. You know what I'm saying? That's the Midwest Monster Mayhem. He can show up when he needs to show up and how he wants to show up.
There you go.
You understand? But like as always, we're just gonna make sure to throw out another great episode of the podcast. But first, as always, we got to give homage to the Most High in Christ.
That's right.
You understand? Give it out to the Most High. You understand? Then we also have to give it up to his son. You understand? The man that came and did so much glorious acts for the children of Israel on this earth. Right. And the greatest act was to sacrifice his life, that he lived perfectly for all the sinners and disgusting people out there to get a second chance in life. Mm-hmm. You understand? Yahweh Shai Mashiach, better know, or as you know, Jesus Christ in English. And lastly, but definitely not least, the man with the plan has been holding it down for oh so long in the ISPK, commending General Yohana.
That's right.
He deserves all the praise and the glory that, you understand, the most high in Christ can give him. So like we always say, you understand, it's a round table of truth. What's new? What's new going on there?
So like it, sir, if I could.
Yep.
We got some more sexual deviancy going on with these fake Israelite camps. I know that for sure. Captain Tazariak just posted, you know what I'm saying, the brother, you know what I'm saying, going down for, you know what I'm saying, child porn.
Good. Damn.
Yes, sir.
Like, come on. Hey, sir, like they just don't get. Look, if you're a fake Israelite, and being a fake Israelite, let me clarify this: is any Israelite, any so-called Israelite that's not in the ISUPK, man, y'all just don't get enough. Now I'm hearing also, now I don't know, allegedly, there's some bestiality going on too.
Yeah.
Like you got the LGBTQ side of it. Then you got some cat getting pegged by his wife. Now you got somebody doing something unseemly with an animal. And now child porn. Like, come on, man. Does it ever stop?
Like, you got to think. So, like, what's going on really is all these sexual deviants and all these evil bastards out there in the world. What they're doing is they're using the most glorious or most justified or more righteous group that exists on the earth as a shield to hide their nastiness. Right. You understand?
Right.
Before it's Christianity, but so much nonsense and so much evilness has been exposed in the Christian church. They can't hide behind that banner anymore.
Right.
Same thing with Islam. You already seen what's going on with Islam. You understand? You have all these other religions out there. Everything is having its disgusting exposed.
Right.
Because of us and ISPK, they already know they can't find a blemish in our school. So if they can hide behind the banner or the name Israelite, maybe they can get away with their crime. That's all they're doing. They're using the glorifying the beauty of the UPK to hide behind, you understand, their evilness. I'm not saying they're using the UPK's name, but they're using our forefront of Israelite to hide behind that name because we made it oh so great on the earth. You understand? And that's also disgusting. So As always, we should jump into the first topic of the night. Raj Karam, you got a story online. We're gonna jump into the 1964 Rights Act is trash. And we're gonna see what his brother had to say about it.
85% rate. We were bringing our children into the world into two-parent households at about 82 to 83%. Black men were in the workforce at about 83%. We doubled our home ownership. Without government, we lowered our poverty rate from 87 to lower than 47%. We lowered our literacy rates to lower than 4%. We started expanding our HBCUs and building more institutions such as Black-owned banks. Wow. We started churning out more Black professionals such as doctors, lawyers, engineers, teachers. With earnings, more Black men started entering manufacturing and construction by joining the unions. The money was so good that this was the only time in U.S. history that the earnings gap between Black and white men was actually closing, outpacing the success of white America. Boom! Democrats take over, liberals take over. Lyndon B. Johnson inserts the Great Society as well as the War on Poverty. They inserted something called the Urban Renewal Project, which was later known as the Urban Negro Removal Project. They inserted eminent domain. Eminent domain, if you're not familiar with it, is pretty much the government being able to take your land if they're going to use it for the public. They wanted to get rid of the slums and the eyesores of the country. And of course, they said that this was the Black areas. And the areas that they couldn't bulldoze, they just built freeways and interstates right over them. The Vietnam conflict was going on, and though Black men made up about 7% of the population, well, they made up about 25% of the frontline soldiers in the war. Lyndon B. Johnson accelerated.
How much more on the video is it, Rob? Oh, they don't want to tell you. Okay, before we get off, because it seems like he's rambling. The beginning of the video is what hit the most. You understand? In the beginning, he said it was 84% of the households had two-parent homes. You understand? He's saying all the greatness that happened was before the civil rights.
Right.
You understand? Meaning that before we started joining up with the so-called white man, believing in his economy and all so great America, we didn't all be equal in a one banner. We were doing way better in this country without his assistance, without even trying to join him. We actually had more of an infrastructure when it came down to the Black household. Right. You understand? But once civil rights movements came, that's when everything decreased. Why? Because we started giving all of our love to who? The so-called white man.
That's right.
Where did all the Black men run to? What we call snow bunnies now. I don't know why we call them snow bunnies.
Right.
You know, maybe because they just doped up on coke. But you know, and then our women, they want to run to the white man. Why? Why do Black people want to run to the white man when it comes down to partnership?
Right.
That's what we got to analyze.
What's so heavy about what you're saying, sir? Like the reason why they do choose to run to those different races is because of assimilation, thinking that they can join together with somebody else and live the way somebody else is living because it seemingly looks better, you know what I'm saying, from the outside looking in. They're in charge of everything. So we want to be, you know what I'm saying, and live like they live. But as you were saying before, you know what I'm saying, like everything was progressing, you know what I'm saying, with us sticking to ourselves, you know what I'm saying, you know, having our own culture, our own way of life, you know what I'm saying, before trying to assimilate with these devils and take on these lifestyles that these devils is living. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, come, sir. And one of the reasons that we think that everything that, you know, our oppressors have is so glorious is that we have developed the most supreme inferiority complex that you can imagine on the face of this planet. You know what I mean? Because we have suffered such harmful and brutal circumstances in this country from slavery and beyond, you know what I mean? We have not healed as a people and have not come to the mental space that we need to realize that we are the superior beings. You know what I'm saying? We've been beaten, we've been terrorized, we've been mocked, we've been made fun of, we've been belittled in every way that you could imagine. Right. You know what I'm saying? And then I ain't talking about, this ain't like a kid going to school where it's a couple months out there. No, this is hundreds of years of this treatment. You know what I'm saying? And so when we look at our oppressors, we think that he has the greatest of everything.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? When we know that we invented everything that's great about this country,
right.
Our women look better, smell better, feel better, sound better. You know what I'm saying? Move better than any woman they've ever produced out of their inferior genetics. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's just time for us to really stop looking at our oppressors, because these sisters now that are going with these Edomites, every month we find a new sister locked up, chopped up, hid away in an attic, in a closet somewhere, dumped off in a lake. You know what I'm saying? Like right. And then you get the brothers, y'all still getting locked up, because when that Edomite woman gets sick of you, when that's not a snow bunny, and most, let's be for real, most of them with polar bears. You know what I'm saying? You calling her a snow bunny? I ain't never seen a damn rabbit that big. You know what I'm saying? But when that polar bear, when that snow leopard get tired of you, you know what I'm saying? She gonna call grape and get you arrested, especially if you're an athlete or you got something going for you, got a little bit of money behind you. She gonna take everything you got, brother.
Damn right.
You know what I mean?
You right, my man.
Damn right. Another aspect, you know what I'm saying, I think a key point was, you know what I'm saying, and being Captain Mawar was just talking about this earlier. You know what I'm saying? Whenever the white man says that he's doing a war on something, you know what I'm saying, like Lyndon B. Johnson said, this is a war on poverty. Like the war on poverty really means, you know what I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying, war, you know what I'm saying, against the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Right. Just like the war on drugs. You know what I'm saying? Just like right now, you know what I'm saying, Donald Trump talking about the war on illegal immigrants.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Whenever the white man is saying he warned against something, he's essentially warned against the black, Native Indian, and Hispanic communities.
You're right.
You know,
right. And he tries to make an excuse for it. You understand, like how they went to Venezuela. You understand, trying to get the war out, but really they're trying to destroy the Venezuelans and quote us on top of getting to come up on the oil.
Right.
You understand, as they always do. The so-called white man has always been very keen and sly with his tongue. That's why the scriptures say his words were smoother than butter.
Right.
The war is always in his heart. You understand? At the end of the day, what we got to understand is, in America, we're living in a place that's ran by a beast.
Right.
And this beast is always trying to eat, trying to fill its stomach, and trying to reap all the benefits of any type of prosperity that exists.
Right.
And the only thing is that the prosperity exists in this country by and because of the blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians.
That's right.
So unless as long as he devours you, he's gonna get those repercussions. He's gonna get all the benefits. You understand? That's why everything great has been invented by a so-called black, Hispanic, Native Indian. You understand? Look at NASA space program. That was by a black woman.
Right.
You understand? Look at all the major TV shows. That's all black Hispanics. You understand? All these phones and all that. That's all us. You understand? That's why the scriptures say we the salt of the earth.
That's right.
You understand? We the greatest thing that's living. You understand? But because we want to follow after the so-called white man's philosophies, we want to believe in Christianity, we want to run to Islam, and we want to believe in this rainbow coalition that's going on, we don't have the power, which means the Lord on our side, to take what was rightfully ours.
That's right.
You understand?
Right.
Because it's like fighting the battle, but we fighting with a broken leg.
Right.
You understand? We fighting the white man in his own game with a broken leg. You understand? Of course he's gonna win and get the benefits. Right. How do you think Jake Paul keep winning all these fights?
Right.
You understand? That's all it is. Jake Paul is fighting for the so-called white man's government, and every rapper or any basketball player he fight
is fighting with a disability because that's not their natural habitat.
Right.
They ain't fighters.
Right.
But he is fighting. You understand? That's a so-called white man. He's taking advantage of all the beautiful things that we can do, and he's eating all the repercussions because we don't have the power to take what's ours. Go ahead, Maya.
If I could, sorry, sir. One of the things,
cool.
future prediction, that's prophecy right there. But it's like, sir, the brother said something heavy in that video. You know what I'm saying? He said that at that point in history was the first time that the gap, the wealth gap between blacks and whites were closing.
Right.
And it was the smallest that it had ever been in the history of America, even to this day. And that's the one thing that they fear. It's like they fear that we're going to catch up to them because they know once we catch up to them, we're going to surpass them.
Damn right.
And then surpassing them, they think once we pass them and we get to a certain point of power and prestige and position, they think that we're going to turn right back around and do to them what they've done to us for the last several hundred years.
Right.
You know what I mean? Now, here's the sad part about it. I'm not to say it. They're correct. When Yahweh Shah comes back, when Christ returns on this earth, they're going to have to pay for what they did. Right. Now, they could have let us go a long time ago, and they would not get that wrath that's coming for them.
Right.
But the wrath that they're getting is not the wrath of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. It's not the wrath of the average black man or a Hispanic man, a Native man. The wrath that they're getting is going to be the wrath of the Most High God, because they should not have touched his people. Right. They should have let us go a long time ago. We started closing that gap. We weren't in their neighborhoods. We had our own neighborhoods. We weren't. Right. We had our own stores. We had our own communities. We were not trying to do anything to them. If they would have just left us alone at that point, they would not be they would not be about to face the judgment that's coming for us.
You're right. You understand? One more thing I want to say. I'll give it right back to you, Yardan.
No, it's all good though.
Is that all of this stems because we keep believing in one man. One individual man messed up and gave us an ideology that has been a crutch and a disability to us for the last so long.
Right.
You understand? That man's Martin Luther King Jr.
Right.
I'm not gonna say doctor because he wasn't a doctor in nothing.
Right.
You understand? He was just Martin King. For real.
Mike King.
Mike King. Orgy Mike is what we like to call him, the UPK.
Right.
You understand? That man, his philosophy of all of us coming together and joining that hands with little white boys and little white girls. That philosophy right there is the reason we cannot be self-sufficient in this place.
Right.
Because every time he says you do good, you should hold hands with the white man. Every time they do good, they should be holding hands with yours, but that's obviously not the case.
Right.
You understand? So many shows, they throw it out in your face 24/7. I know where I'm threw a show up 2 weeks ago during the class. Can't remember the name of the old cartoon, but it shows what life would have been like basically without Martin Luther King, and what life is with like Martin Luther King. And it shows that if Martin Luther King didn't even just do his speech, they would just be more blatant with their racism. But look at what's happening right now in 2026. What are they doing right now with Trump? Anyone know? Anyone know what I'm talking about? Yarda?
You say
what are they trying to show the media right now with Donald Trump in 2026? They keep showing it all over the place. One more?
Civil rights to them, civil rights.
No, there's one specific thing that they keep trying to air out with Donald Trump and black people. That they feel like I gave it to you, the black people part.
What?
Go ahead.
So like it that he can be
unless I'm saying it wrong.
That he can be just you can be openly racist again. Or?
Nah. So what I'm thinking about is a whole nonsense with Nicki Minaj.
Oh.
You understand? Well, he's using Nicki Minaj as his so-called MLK.
Right.
You understand? Right. She said she's the #1 supporter of Donald Trump. You see her, have you all seen those videos of her sitting in that Congress meetings and all that? She's the only person of color in that entire conference.
Yeah,
of course, we already know that she's a heathen.
Right.
But the world looks at her as a black woman.
Right.
You understand? As one of us. You understand? So when she goes up there and speaks on how much she's the #1 supporter of Donald Trump, what is she doing? She's trying to say that this is the path that black people should take. And because the so-called influencers of now always have been ass kisses of the so-called white man, we follow that. Right. We follow these influencers.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just another way to show that for them to say we can get black people behind us and what we got going on. If we have one Uncle Tom Negro,
right,
follow us. And the crazy thing is they use a person that's not even a Negro. That's like the punch in the mouth. They're using someone that's a heathen, looking like you to make you follow them.
Mm-hmm.
Same way they did with Barack Obama. The same way they almost got you with Kamala Harris.
Right.
You understand? They always find that one heathen that looks black and acts black to get you to follow them.
At least tries to.
You understand? At least. But and she's like, we're all black women following her for what, a couple of decades at this point.
Wakanda.
Yeah, as long as I can remember, Nikki was in the forefront. Mm-hmm. You understand? And that's who they had going up, smiling and dancing, saying they're number one fan for Trump, wearing MAGA hats and everything like that. Mm-hmm. That's the personification of what black people are here in America.
Mm-hmm.
A goofy Uncle Tom in the face of the white man that just is there just for face.
Yeah,
for face value. But y'all know what you had to say?
Yeah, just to piggyback on what you and Maya was saying, you know what I'm saying? Like back in the civil rights time, it was similar back in the Great Depression time when black people was advancing during that time as well. What white people would like you to believe is that we fought to be with them, you know what I'm saying? But and they didn't want no parts of it, you know what I'm saying? When they essentially know like it benefited them for you to join their society, for you to come in and patronize their businesses. They knew that would cripple you know what I'm saying, what you were growing in your own community.
Mm-hmm. You know? If I could, to piggyback off that real quick. And what they did was effectively took out their main competition. You know what I'm saying? All the other races of people that come over into America, they buy into the American dream. They actually come over here and think America's the greatest country on earth, and they want to improve it. Right. You know what I'm saying? And they don't know that we are the most loyal of black people, blacks, Hispanics, and they're the most loyal American citizens you will ever have on the face of the earth. However, we're the smartest, we're the fastest, we're the strongest, and given half a chance, you know what I'm saying, we will surpass them. So what they did with their civil rights era, like you said, sir, was take out the competition. Because my mother remembered when the schools were integrated. She said they didn't want to integrate the schools. You know what I'm saying? I do insurance. I was talking to a senior. She was one of the first when they integrated the schools in Chicago. She was one of those. And I asked her for an interview, but she didn't want to do it. She was one of the first black children to go to help integrate the schools in Chicago. And she was telling me how much of it she didn't want to go to an all-white school. You know what I'm saying? Right. Being one of the only black girls at an all-white school, and she said it was a nightmare for her. You know what I mean? So, like you said, sir, we didn't. This nothing. Integration and all of that stuff, that's nothing we wanted. That's something that our oppressors pushed on us to depower us and completely halt our progression, you know what I'm saying, as a people in this country.
Right.
You know what I mean? Go ahead.
It's kind of heavy, even by him using Nicki Minaj in itself,
mm-hmm.
that he's going to use of course, we know she's not black, but a woman that portrays to be a black woman to be on his side to kind of believe in what he believes in, because he understands that in the black communities that like Cap always talk about, Big Mama runs the house.
Yep. Right.
So if you got a woman, on your side saying, "Hey, make America great again." Now, guess what? Those children gonna grow up and say the same thing. They don't have the same ideology as the woman. Because right now, that's who runs those households. So it's just heavy that he knows what he's doing. And the Bible always talks about how, cunning that the white man is and how he uses these tactics against our people. That is a tactic that he's using beautifully. Of course,
right.
It's destroying us. I hear women right now saying, "Yeah, I mean, Nikki right though." You like Nikki right about what? Both for Kamala Harris,
right.
You know what I'm saying? So,
right.
The sad thing is that they are so-called white man utilizes a trait in Israel that is kind of like a natural thing. You understand? What is that? We are natural people that follow a predominant leader.
Right.
That's why we're called the sheep. We're the sheep. The lost sheep of the house of Israel. I mean, the sheep are the type that follow a shepherd. You understand? We're not the type to go veer off and do all this and do all that, because once we do that, we're off.
Right.
We go follow this God, we follow that idol, we do this sin, we do that sin. We're not meant to be a godless nation.
Right.
You understand? Because the white man is so evil, he stripped us of the one thing that we are meant to have, is a God with a righteous, side to himself. You understand? And now we're following Christianity, and now we're doing exactly what the Lord intended us not to do. We're following after Islam. We're following after this place, following after that place, because the God that we were meant to serve, he's been eradicated from our mindsets. You understand? And that's why they're capitalizing so well on what we got going on, because they became that God.
Right.
Or Islam became that God, or Trump became that God. We're going everywhere. That's why the scriptures say we're spread across the four corners of the earth.
Right.
We're everywhere with it.
You
know, we can't find what we got going on because the white man's the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
You understand? So we're gonna move on to the next joint. Oh, we got a video of a sister talking about how she is not with the FBA. Keep forgetting the name of the abbreviation. I know what the abbreviation is, but what is it for again?
Fundamental Black America.
Fundamental Black America.
Foundational.
Foundational.
There we go.
Same nonsense, but okay. Go ahead, Raj. There we go. That's even better.
Not the FBA. Yes, my ancestors were born here. I was born here. Our family has been here for generations and generations. But I am not down with the FBA movement. And I'm going to tell you why. The FBA movement is one of the most divisive movements among the diaspora. Their whole thing is, since Black people have been here for generations, we have more privilege than the other Black and brown people in America. And for me, that is the most divisive, unproductive movement. With everything going on with this government, with ICE, them picking up anybody who has some melanin in their skin or who has an accent. Now more than ever, it's the time for Black people, Hispanic people, Native American people to join together. They went through slavery just like we did.
Right.
The only difference is where the ship stopped for them and where the ship stopped for us. Native Americans went into slavery just as well as us. A lot of them were shipped out of America to other places. But let the FBAs tell it. Black people don't need nobody. With everything going on with this current administration and what they're doing with ICE, once they're done with the immigrants, the Hispanics, who you think is going to be next? But y'all want to sit up on the...
Hey, whose video is she watching? Whose damn video is this sister watching? Give her a damn hand. You understand? That's a sister with some damn common sense.
Damn right.
You understand? We too busy looking at these women talking about they need to catch a bag or they on OnlyFans and they need a man to provide 100% while they go do whatever the hell they do. Women need to be mindful of the situations that they're in as well as men are.
Damn right.
You understand? Of course, men need to lead the situation, lead the charge, and make sure the nation's good. But you can't do that without women supporting the men.
Right.
You understand? All the so-called wars that we've had in America, the white women supported the white men.
That's right.
You understand? While they were off in wars, what were the white women doing? They were making sure the kids were good, and they were even making the bullets. You understand? Back in the day. You know, you got to have, it's a two front. The Lord created man and women together to be a whole totality in itself. You can't have one without the other. You understand? And that's why the white man's propaganda is so heavy, because it makes Black women think they could be independent without a Black man and do their own thing.
Right.
But a sister like this, she's got some common sense.
Yes, she do.
You understand? And common is uncommon nowadays. I hate the term common sense because half of these niggas dumb. Half of these people on this earth are dumb, and I hate to be offensive, but it's true. We're breeding, like, it seems like we have got technology and all these things, but we're really decreasing the functionality of people's brains on this earth. You understand? I love technology. Don't get me wrong. I play video games. I watch anime. I do all that good stuff. But at the end of the day, the easier you make life to be, the stupider the people are in itself. You understand? You can't. A man should have been able to go build a house, go make sure a car is good. Right. How many of these people beside out of Generation X can change a flat tire? A flat tire. That's common knowledge to anyone at this table right now. You understand? From like the 1900s and lower, maybe the 2010 and lower, majority of these men should know how to change a flat tire. But because of social media, because it's so easy just to call a repairman, whatever the case may be, we lose that type of skill set. So the longer we existing as humanity, we're actually getting dumber because we're relying more on technology. Elon Musk is talking about he's going to have more robots than humans on this earth by 2030.
Good night.
By 2030, we talking 4 years from now, he expects to have more robots on this earth than humans.
Damn.
You understand? And that's a decrease. And this woman, she's smart enough to realize that what's going on is being a hindrance and a destruction to the Blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians.
Right.
Go ahead, Maya.
Hey, sir. And what she said, it's like the sisters watching the UPK. You know what I mean? Because she read my mind. Because the so-called foundational, fundamental, fake Black authority, American, whatever they want to call themselves. You know what I'm saying? All them brothers talking about we've been here so long that we have, ground zero on all these privileges. Well, last I checked, and get me right, Ramon, this was the Native Americans' land before anybody. Right. So if anybody's supposed to be the authority of this land, it's supposed to be the so-called Native Americans. Then the Hispanics were here with the natives, you know what I'm saying, before anybody. So you got Hispanics and Native Americans and these so-called Black, I was about to say, and these fake Black assholes, you know what I'm saying, are sitting here insulting our brothers, talking about that's their problem. No, this is our problem. Right. And I saw a brother online make a point to them. You want to be the foundational Black Americans and fundamental Black authority, but what do you do for the people besides get online and talk crap about Black people? You know what I'm saying? All they do is degrade Black people and talk about going back to Africa and how great Africa is and all this other crap, but you don't do a goddamn thing for our community. I haven't heard of one single program that they've established in this country to help our people get out of poverty. I haven't heard of anything that they're doing to help our people gain their identity back so that we can get our power base back. All I hear them doing is talk about Black privilege and going back to Africa, and that's the same crap that these big head Negroes was doing ever since the 50s and 60s that got us in this condition in the first place.
I know, I saw you.
Yeah, if I could, sir. Also, just to piggyback on what Maya was just saying, the FBA, they doing a lot to separate Black people from this, but they have no moral code to stand on. None, right. They don't have no principles that they trying to align Black people with. Just just the fact that we need to be away from, the brothers from the Caribbean. Like, what benefit is that going to do for the Black community? Brothers from the Caribbean have been fighting these fights with us throughout the years. Being enslaved where they was at. And we know in the ISUPK, now I know the world don't know this, but we all, blood anyway, you know what I'm saying? But the Hispanics and the Native Indians, for us to separate from these bodies of people, it has no benefit for the Black community. You know what I'm saying? Right. We thrive here in America and we survive some of the harshest times because of the Native Indian brothers' assistance during slavery and the Hispanic brothers, during the time what's the war right over there in San Antonio?
the Alamo.
The Alamo.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We survived these times by helps from the Hispanic community.
Mm-hmm.
So it don't benefit us in no capacity for us to separate from our brothers. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Go ahead, Mariah.
If I could, well, so heavy with y'all breaking that is it's so true about the HBK. That's why they call us at the home of the truth. And while during our prayers, we always say open up the internet and the airwaves. Now our people have enough courage to come out and say that Blacks and Hispanics, Native American Indians are one family. You know what I'm saying? Because of this damn weak leadership, Dr. Martin Luther King, Creflo Dollar, all these weak leaders, man, they are lazy. You know, taking time money. They always say you can't keep the law. You know what I'm saying? And the main thing that they do, like Captain Mashak always say, they are whores for the damn white man, and you can't be that if you want to help your people get out of captivity.
You're right. The FBA, Black Lives Matter, all these pro-black organizations or institutions or whatever the case you want to call them, they always want to act as if they're there for black empowerment.
Right.
But really, they are just a subsidiary to empowering the so-called white man's institutions. You understand? Like, everyone knows that the Black Lives Matter organization was founded by a so-called white person.
Right.
You understand? It started embezzling money and all of that extra stuff. You know, they got caught for it. Then you have the FBI. I always forget this. The FBA. They ain't saying to separate from all the Arabs. Right. They ain't saying to separate from the Chinese and Japanese.
Right.
They trying to say separate from your own people, the natives, the Hispanics, and everything like that. Is because they're all following a certain agenda, and as long as they follow that certain agenda, they're gonna get the cash. You understand? All these movements on this earth, especially in America, outside of the ISPK, is all about the money that they can make off of whatever movement they have.
That's right.
You understand? Because money rules this earth right now.
That's right.
You understand? Under the so-called white man, his power and the militaries and Trump, money is what makes everyone do what they do. You understand? And that's just the truth about it. You understand? That's why they have Black Lives Matter. Guess how fast did that get squashed? Right when they started saying Blue Lives Matter.
Right.
And all lives matter. Right. Like, come on, how gay can you be? And then you at the same time, you have the LG. Okay, I'm gonna say the entire acronym. You have the LGBTQIAGNC.
Good.
That's the new name.
What the?
No, I promise you, the GNC is actually how it ends now.
What is it?
And I don't know.
I'm scared.
But because I work in social services, that's what we have to say to these nonsensical people.
God,
you understand? So at the end of the day, it's like they doing like you see. Have y'all seen the Super Bowl logo? Yeah, the Super Bowl for the NFL. It's gay as hell. Like, I don't want my team to win because they're winning the gay Super Bowl.
Thank you.
But they're still gonna win. I'm just letting you know. Seattle Seahawks, all y'all. But
I'm definitely using it.
But right. Hey, either way, it's
the broken bird.
That with the Patriots at the end of the day. But at the end of the day, you understand? These people have always set up these institutions to make sure that the black man, Hispanic, Native Indian man veer away from joining one another to go just serving another white man's political movement. You understand? That's what MAGA is. What it is. Any Hispanic, any Native Indian, or anything like that, talking about Trump this, Trump that. We need to follow, make America great again. You would trade it to your own race.
Damn right.
Anyone fighting for the ICE movement, you would trade it to your own race.
Right.
You understand? You are literally just fighting for white supremacy at its finest. Why do you think they cover it? Like the ICE masks, the ICE uniform is literally just not the now of times KKK uniform.
That's it.
You understand? That's all it is. And the sad thing is that even back in the day, under those KKK hoods, there was you niggas.
Right.
There was Native Indians. There was black people. There was Hispanics wearing them white tip hats, cone hats, and fighting against their own people because we have Uncle Toms like Martin Luther King that taught us that loving the white man was better than loving the black man.
Damn right, sir.
And that's what we need to start veering away from. And since it's like this is the type of women that y'all need to marry.
Oh, kind of.
You understand? We brothers out here marrying hoes nowadays. Prostitution is, remember it used to be illegal like 30 years ago, prostitution?
Right.
Maybe not even 30 years ago. Now prostitution is free.
Yeah,
Go buy a hoe. That's so natural now. And our daughters at 18 opening OnlyFans pages at 18.
Yeah,
18th birthday, boom, the coochie's on the internet.
Yeah,
boom, the body's on the internet. Boom, she getting dogged down by Jerome and his homeboys named Philip. You understand that? Like that's what we came into this.
Yeah,
and that's what happens when we start following the white man's Christianity, following his philosophies of you can do whatever you want and God loves you no matter what you do, you're gonna go to heaven. Because you aren't you're not being held accountable for none of your actions.
Damn right, sir.
You understand? So why not be a disgusting dirtbag? Like why not? Like why live a moralistic lifestyle if nothing I do is gonna come back to bite me in the ass?
That's a fact.
You understand? Blink, blink, 2 days later, you got AIDS. Blink, blink, 2 days later, getting shot in the head because you slept with someone else's wife. You understand? These crimes happen.
But
the white man tries to eradicate that. Oh, it won't happen. We have AIDS blockers.
Right.
We have drugs you can take so you don't spread this or you won't get that. All right. Because the white man think he God.
Right.
The white man think that his medicine is stronger than God's curses. Imagine that.
Foolish thing.
That's foolish. But we trust in that. We trust in it. Come on, y'all. Dog. Go ahead.
Yeah, if I could, just to piggyback on what you was just saying, sir, like us, you know what I'm saying, as black so-called black people, you know what I'm saying, us ignoring the Hispanics and what they going through with the ICE agents, Hispanics and the Haitian brothers that's facing that. It's just like, you know what I'm saying, when Hitler was using Gestapo practices and the Jewish community at first, you know what I'm saying, certain that when the Gestapo would attack certain, you know what I'm saying, sects of the Jews, it was just ignoring. You know what I'm saying? They would just ignore that because it was the impoverished or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? But the more you ignore, the more they're gonna damage, you know what I'm saying, your community as a whole. You know what I'm saying? So if you black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, and you not trying to feel the pain of, you know what I'm saying, the brothers that's going through these things with the ICE agents, or you know what I'm saying, any other practices that they doing in our community, because just even the killing of black men by police that's been going on for, you know what I'm saying,
so long. You can't put time on that.
Right.
You know what
Forever.
I'm saying? When you ignore these things is when your community gets put in that limelight and attacked. You know what I'm saying? Because you ignoring the what they doing to your brothers.
Ignoring a crime is you just accepting that it's okay.
Right.
You understand? And that, like, then we have okay. Right when I said that, I thought of Farrakhan talking about no justice, no peace, and his Million Man March and all that nonsense. I'm not saying standing up for your people's wrong, but what we saying is like the way you do it is gonna have an impact one way or the another. You understand? Trying to fight back, throw your hands up, or having like the Black Panther Party with the guns, like. Black Panther Party ain't shooting none of them guns.
Right.
So why have the guns? Like, my point, they have the guns. They stand outside the White House or whatever political party movement they got going on with the guns. Like, why have the guns if you're not using the guns? Because they're trying to show a source of power. But really, the power doesn't come from the guns. You understand? The power comes in from what the unified fronts. And when I mean the unified front, I don't mean with a whole bunch of random niggas can a Glocks and an AR-15. A unified army or whatever has the same principles, the same decorum, the same principalities, the same belief system that is a opposite to everything the white man stands for here in America. That's what a real army is, and that's what UPK is legitimately on this earth. You understand? And you can't sleep on that. But the way you want to, like the scriptures say, the wages of our warfare aren't carnal. They're about principalities. You understand? Of course, I'm paraphrasing, but what we going on, our warfare is just against the words and the lifestyles that we're living.
Right.
We don't got to throw hands with no one. We don't mind throwing hands. We actually would like to throw hands. You understand? We would actually really love to. You understand? But at the end, I might just be speaking for myself here.
Yeah. Everybody looking at me.
He's got 100 of them. He's trying to throw it. He's got 100 of them. Let him throw 50.
At least 25.
Roman one.
I just want to bring up, like, to your point. First and foremost, yeah, of course, we ain't gonna win no battles with no. Like, they don't look on the TV and see what kind of missiles and things that they take on overseas and just bomb the hell out of every single country that they go to. So of course you sit in front of the White House with F-16. You got 1 million F-16.
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Secondly, what you said opposed to it when you said you gotta have the same beliefs and things. I mean, even in the Vietnam War, which was considered really was a loss for us.
It was.
Actually, the Vietnam or the Vietnamese actually was kicking our ass in that war. Why? Because their ideology was the same. Guerrilla warfare. We gonna stick to this tactic, and this is what we gonna do. We all believe the same exact thing. So what you were saying is so heavy when it comes to you having this one belief as a people. And you ain't gonna win, of course. Of course, the Vietnamese didn't have this better weapons than America. They didn't have the best guns or the best planes or the best anything.
Right.
They just had a better ideology, and they all stuck together. They had a better principle, a better culture. So we don't come together, and we can defeat these people. We can defeat them with our minds. We don't have to have guns.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to bring that up because it just falls in line with exactly what you were saying.
Right. Yeah. And I just want to put a disclaimer out there. That doesn't mean that people coming at you with guns to just lay down and pray to God or whatever the case may be. You understand? Defend yourself.
Right.
If your life is being threatened, defend yourselves. We're not going to be like the people of Maccabees that just said, "No, what God got us." God's got us. Hey. And then they got mowed over. No, you got to defend yourself. You understand? But at the end of the day, we're a peaceable people. That's what the white man hates about it, because we the greatest on the earth. We got all these muscles, all these skills, but we're not just barbarians like they want to make us out to be.
Right.
You understand? They think we monkeys, we apes, we all that, but we're just so peaceable. Like, we just want to lay at the crib with a beer in our hand, a woman on the side, and just go about our business. We don't really need to box and fight. Like, the white man's got boxing, he's like MMA, he likes to see blood and all that. We don't care about none of that.
Right.
Again, we just want to lay down and be cool. But because we're the ones that can actually do what they want when it comes down to those things, because we are physically more, adept to those things, they're gonna try to bring that out of us. Why do you think we excel in every sport? The only sport we might not be winning is what, like
that ice shaving sport they got.
Badminton.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I almost said swimming, but we actually started dominating the swimming league. So it's like water polo.
I was gonna say water polo.
Yeah,
right.
At the end of the day. But go ahead, Maya.
If I could, sir, and what you bring it out so heavy, because we are such a peaceful, passive people. You know what I mean? Like, they use Commander General Yohana's lecture that he did at Fire Weekend was so powerful. Right. If you have a chance to, everybody should go back to ISUBK Chicago page and on the YouTube and all that and check out that lecture, because it be brothers like that be planted here by the government. You know what I'm saying? And I hate to say that because everybody talk about, oh, he's an agent, oh, he's a plant. But listen, you can tell them by the fruits of their labor. You know what I'm saying? You can tell them by the fruits, as the scriptures say. You know what I mean? You get, bro, it seems like ever since Polite went to jail, you know what I'm saying? Because he was the first so-called conscious millionaire. Right. Ever since that cat Polite got locked up, it's like a mafia head getting knocked out. It has been a vacuum, a power vacuum. But who's going to be the next big head Negro to sit on top of the conscious community and drain money from our people? Right. You know what I'm saying? All this is like you said, the Black Lives Matter, with Polite with his scams and all that stuff. This is just another money-making scheme. This brother is trying to become a millionaire by preying on the insecurities and weakness of our people. You know what I'm saying? And it's absolutely disgusting, because if they ain't got boots on the ground like the UPK do, if they don't got food programs, if they ain't got prison programs, if they ain't got drug rehab programs, if they're not giving away tons of clothes like the UPK do all across the goddamn world, then they not really about their people. And they are not the ones that should be followed.
Right. Man. All right, let's move on to the next story. We are gonna go into the Sonya Massey, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna go into the officer that unalived Sonya Massey some years ago.
Okay.
You know, say it was a big controversial thing. Like as always, a so-called white man unaliving a sister. You understand? And it was this cold blood murder. You know, I gotta say the word. I gotta say it because if not, then you just don't understand the gravity of what happened. You know, so we're not gonna show the clip tonight because there's no need to relive such an atrocity. You understand? So we could just play this. So I believe the devil got what 20 years, which is really not. That's still like sentence in my eyes. Like we just attempt murder is 25 to life.
Right.
You know, they made sure 25 to life. He got 20. So they made sure he got less than what an average black man would get for a lesser crime. But yeah, he's not probably not, he's gonna get off a good. No, let's watch the video before I start going on.
Come on, God.
We already know. Grab the script. Or see.
Right.
Investigator with Ben Crump Law Firm. Here.
I am Sonya Massey, Sonya's daughter.
I'm Donna Massey, Sonya's mother.
I'm Teresa Haley, community activist. Angela Young, activist from Chicago.
We have a minute mark.
And I'm Mike Massey, I'm Sonya's uncle.
Skip ahead a little bit.
Emotional moment of victory for this family. So we will just make a brief statement now. You all are aware that we will be having a follow-up press conference at 801 South 11th Street immediately afterwards. Okay.
We have a John, like the actual this thing. If you because I'm not sure the minute mark on this specific video. So of course once he gets the video, a better video, we'll pull it up. But we do want to let everyone know that this happened in July in 2024.
Right.
You understand? She Sonya Massey believes she was about 35, 36 years old. She was in her own kitchen. I believe she's the one that called 12.
She did.
You understand? For a disturbance or something that happened outside of her crib. And she was in fear for her life from whatever was transpiring outside. And the police came in, just give it a little 411, know what happened. They came in, you know, as police do, especially, you know, the white man's police force,
right,
with the white man himself. Of course, brothers, sometimes they might give you, you know, the brotherly love, but they just as evil as the white man majority of the time in the white man's police force. But these ones were devils. And they went up into her crib. They were talking and whatever the case, but she was having a little bit of a, let's say, a mental breakdown. Or a panic attack is what I'd rather call it than a mental breakdown. She was just overwhelmed by the stress of what transpired beforehand. And the cops didn't meet her as the cops meet her. You know, the police are supposed to be there to de-escalate situations.
Right.
You understand? But they came in and they started accusing, they started throwing all these different types of accusations, whatever the case may be. And she had a pot of hot water in her hand. Oh, I'm just gonna say water. Dude,
it was hot water.
It was hot water. Okay. Water, hot water, it's hot water. You understand? And over the sink, and they apparently feared for their life while she had the pot of hot water in the hand.
Right.
And one of the cops, which was at least 15, 20 feet away from her, took that as an act of aggression, and he feared for his life because the water was also waterish. And he decided to pull the trigger, and the bullet ended up in the sister's skull, and that was a wrap. You understand? So the video for the conviction or the unaliving, it's a double duo.
They don't show that.
Okay, it's okay. It's a all right, Mariah.
If I could say, they was before they went in the house, when she had called, she had said something about somebody was in her driveway, but they was giving her trouble. They was like, well, your car's in the driveway, what's the problem? They was giving her problems before they even went in the damn house.
If I could, the sad part about it was when they walked up to that door, she asked them, "Are you gonna hurt me?"
Right.
So even before they walked in the house, she asked him, I believe she asked him, are you gonna kill me? And she said, please don't kill me, or something like that. And they said, oh, we're not gonna, yeah. And they said, oh, we're not here to hurt you, we're here to help you. But then they went into the house for no reason. Like you said, sir, she's boiling a pot of water. And when she said, I rebuke you, right? You know what I mean? The sister literally said, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. And that's when the devil shot her. You know what I mean? Because talking about she was trying to throw a pot of water. No, she rebuked that evil. She tried to push that demon up, that murderous demon out of you. And you unalive that sister.
Before we play this video, I'm not saying don't call 911 in the midst of an emergency, but consider in your mind, is it worth it?
Right.
You understand? Because you could be the victim of a crime if you were Black, Hispanic, Native Indian, and you might face the same judgment as if you were the perp of the crime. You understand? If you were Hispanic and a Native Indian in the forefront of 2026, calling 12 is damn near a deportation sentence.
Right.
You understand? If you are a so-called Negro out on this earth and you get into an emergency, I'm not saying don't do it, but I'm saying be wise in your decision, because that could be the last time you call anybody. So with that, we'll pass the Catamount Quad. As always, Midwest Monster, Mayhem.
So what we're gonna do
is we're gonna play this video someone had of what transpired of Sonya Massey's unaliving and the repercussions that happened. Go ahead, Raj.
Camera video from July 2024. Former Deputy Sean Grayson said he thought Massey was going to throw a pot of boiling water at him before he fired his gun. Well, today, a judge sentenced Grayson to 20 years in prison and 2 years of supervised probation after he was convicted last October of second-degree murder. Massey's killing led to calls for justice and sparked nationwide protests over law enforcement-involved shootings. Let's bring in NBC News correspondent Shaquille Brewster. Shaq, it was a real emotional day inside and outside the court, I know, where we heard from both Grayson and Massey's family. Can you walk us through the sentencing and what they all said?
Yeah, Kate, definitely an emotional day inside that courtroom. And as you mentioned, the judge handing down that maximum sentence to Sean Grayson, 20 years behind bars, also that 2 years probation afterwards for the murder of Sonya Massey. It was a moment that was met with an outburst in the courtroom, some people pumping their fist. And it came after we heard from Grayson for the first time admit some wrongdoing in her shooting. He told the courtroom, and we have a full screen for you, but he said to the judge that, quote, I was very unprofessional that night, said, I'm sorry, I wish there was something I could do.
Hey, because, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
I can't hold it. I can't hold it.
Nah, you're right.
Hey, Salaki, sir. First off, the brother said he handed down that massive sentence, Cap.
Right.
Massive. I know brothers that ain't got 35 to life for much less than that.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? But because it's an oppressor and because he's on Esau's police force, that's a massive sentence, because of course a white man is not supposed to go to jail for killing a nigga.
Listen, that is an absolute fact. I think he might have been, let's see, out of all the crime that they done to us for 400 years, what is he, maybe the second and third white man to get charged?
In history.
After a million niggas been killed. You understand? For you black people out there, I hope you don't think now all of a sudden the white man is getting a good heart.
Right.
Okay, you know what I'm saying? They got it on tape. It was an obvious slaughter, you know what I'm saying? Like so many of them have. I don't know about y'all. I am totally shocked. You know what I'm saying, that he got convicted. Now, what's the extent of the 20-year sentence? Do we get the details on that? Is he doing straight 20 years or 20 to life, or what is this we looking at? You got the y'all down?
Please. What they just said is he had a straight 20 years.
You got a straight 20 years.
That was the maximum. So
man, listen. Go ahead.
So once he do, of course, he's gonna have to do 85% of that.
That's it.
And then he got 2 years for probation.
Man, well, listen, whatever little bit of time he did, you get the Lord a hand for that. Right. You see what I'm saying? Now, I damn near want to give an executive order to the brothers, whatever prison he go to. I damn near want to send out a kite, you know what I'm saying? The Buki. Huh?
We know
you know where we going. Buki most right. Brothers, don't do that, all right? I am not telling. I want to give you that order, okay? Because he deserves it. You see what I'm saying? Let me tell you something. It ain't nothing like getting justice. You know what I'm saying? This is just a small spoonful of the justice that we really, you know what I'm saying, deserve. You see what I'm saying? And gonna get without a shadow of a doubt. You know what I'm saying? After 400 years of what they done to us, man. I mean, how much do they owe black and brown people for all the crime that they done? You get my point? This sister had a pot of water. You know what I'm saying? And she actually, I mean, the brother just said, she said, what she say? Are you gonna kill me?
Yeah, when they walked up to the door,
because I believe she knew this cat before. You know what I'm saying? I believe it came out that she knew of this cop. And everybody know in the hood, you got them RoboCops.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? They always got a nickname, Pac-Man, Juice Man, or something where he just totally terrorized the goddamn neighborhood. Raj Karab, get down. Oh man, listen, he gonna be in there eating steak. You see what I'm saying? Them white people gonna raise 5.5 million. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? In their eyes, you don't deserve justice.
Right.
It's funny that this even came out. I just seen the video the other day of what happened when OJ, you know what I'm saying, got off. Did y'all see that video? You got to see if y'all can find that video of the audience's reaction to OJ getting off. You know what I'm saying? And they was in Oprah Winfrey studio.
Right.
Half the studio was sisters and half of them was white women. Now, why they did that, I do not know. Go ahead, huh?
They wanted to set it up.
Man, what? Man, when they said not guilty, all the sisters jumped up. You know what I'm saying? And all the white women were sitting like this. You know what I'm saying? When listen, the man, what they say, if the hand didn't fit, you must have quit. You get my point? But again, you know what I'm saying? These are people that do not understand your pain. You know what I'm saying? Which is why he shot her down like a dog in the first place. Because it's very criminal for people of another race. Listen to me good. It's very criminal to have people of another race, especially these people who have a history of violence against us like they do, to have them police in our neighborhood.
Damn right.
You get my point? Like, I mean, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? What, we had him on the video?
From one.
Okay. No.
You look, you any more on the video, Raj Karab? No.
This video.
The one that was playing, Yeah, play that, John. I want y'all to see the reaction of what happened in Oprah studio.
Video right here.
You know what I'm saying?
Come.
I seen that joint. I said, man, look at my sisters. You know what I'm saying? I said, there's some hope for us. You understand? Because the whole spirit behind it was we always lose.
Yeah, kind of.
Imagine being a part of a team that just never ever win. I mean, them sisters jumped up, man, like they had just won the championship. You see what I'm saying? Which goes to goes to show you that it is some sisters out there that still support, you know what I'm saying, black men. And that was the whole spirit behind it, that they happy to see one of their own get off. Play it when you're ready.
Mrs. Robertson.
Superior Court of California, County of Los Angeles. In the matter of the people of the state of California versus Orenthal James Simpson, case number BA097211. We, the jury, in the above entitled action, find the defendant Orenthal James Simpson not guilty of the crime of murder in violation of Penal Code Section 187A, a felony upon the prolonged Simpson, a human being, as charged in count 1 of the information.
Look,
like it's some bull.
Get me right on. Get me right on this. Let's go, y'all. Done.
Oh,
yeah. One point though is this though too out of one that you know what I'm saying, this goes to show that it wasn't about if he committed the crime or not.
That's right.
They wanted to see this black man punished.
That's
you know
it.
what I'm saying, no matter if he did it or not.
Damn
If-
right.
If this is your justice system,
right,
and this is how you have it set up.
That's
so
it.
if they say that it wasn't enough evidence, then obviously, obviously he didn't do it. Then
Now, Oprah, what was you thinking bringing them sisters in there like that with them white girls? That just wasn't wise. Because if it had went the other way, them sisters would have gave him a whole ass whooping, like something they could not believe. They ain't looked at him like, all right, Becky, you look too happy up in there. You know what I'm saying? You better calm down. But it also showed the racial divide. You see what I'm saying? This whole, myth that you've been under about one day we gonna come together in a big rainbow and MLK's dream and all races coming together. That's a fantasy that's never gonna happen. You get my point? The sheep ain't gonna never come together with the lion.
Damn right.
The wolves ain't gonna never come together with the damn rain. That's not how God created things. When it comes to the races, he ain't create all races to come together and be in one harmony. If that's true, show it to us in the Bible. Because we've been reading it up and down, back and forth, and we ain't never read that. You get my point? Every race got their place in this earth. Some supposed to be on top, some supposed to serve. And that's how the Most High made it. And these are people that are supposed to serve, and they've been in a rulership, and you see what they've done when they've been in a rulership. You understand? These people are unjust. They so damn unjust. It was no evidence to show that the man did it. And hey, they are sitting in the goddamn audience mad that he didn't got off when there was no evidence.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like this, that's who these people are. And like the Lord said, there's nothing hid that won't be revealed. You know what I'm saying? As you can see here that right here today, the white man is being revealed every day. And the prophets of the Lord been telling you since 1969 exactly who these people are. But you refuse to listen. But make no mistake, some of us listen. You know what I'm saying? We ain't worried about you simple niggas that ain't listening.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's something in you. You like I told you before, a lot of you gonna have to die and come back and do this all over again. You know what I'm saying? Because the stain of Christianity and loving white people, man, you can't get it out of them. You get my point? You the one that when the slave master's house was burning to the ground. This is slave master.
Right.
He didn't rape the mothers, rape the daughters, sold your children, beat your fathers, burn them, his house burning down. He ain't even trying to put out the fire. You going to get the bucket of water to go put out the fire. You know what I'm saying? You don't want the man. Now you tell me that ain't a person that's mentally ill and sick. And that's how all you, a ton of you so-called black and Hispanic people are in your mind that think that one day this is going to happen. Ain't no one day this is going to happen.
Right.
You understand? You was bought here in slavery. You served out your slavery, served out your punishment according to the greatest book that ever was written. We got into this slavery for our disobedience. Right. Now, if we got in it for our disobedience, how do we get out of it? We get out of it by obeying them laws, statutes, and commandments, man. You know what I'm saying? That's who Christ coming to save. Right. And let me tell you, man, as you can see how the earth rolling right now, the white man is preparing. Just imagine a chef with 2 knives, preparing to do a lot of cutting and a lot of carving. It's going to be because of our people so simple, and you do not understand that them niggas in the church ain't got a clue what the hell they talking about when they come to God. They the reason why the ghetto's so hardened right now. They the reason why, you know what I'm saying, our children is going to jail. They the reason why our daughters is whores, and they the reason why your mothers and fathers on crack. You understand? Them damn preachers. And I'm telling you now, they ain't preparing you for the bloodbath that white America is getting ready to prepare for you. The scriptures, the Bible say it's gonna be so many of us killed. You know what I'm saying? It damn near if Christ done come, it wouldn't flesh left to be saved. Right. And that flesh left to be saved is talking about you blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. You better wake up to this truth, man.
Right.
Time is running out. Where we
right,
at with it?
Hey, Slug Cap, if I could,
look down, my y'all.
I was just looking up, doing a little bit of research, just a little bit of research.
Please.
You know what I'm saying?
Please.
So it said for a 20-year sentence for second-degree murder, particularly in jurisdictions like Illinois, individuals typically serve 50% of the sentence.
So he 10.
He 10, but with good behavior, he might even serve less because it said you get 4 to 20 years.
I got you.
And you have to serve at least, he'll typically serve 50%.
That's it.
So he might not even serve 10 years, Cap.
Man, they done cut that in half. He might do 5.
And if he been locked up before that, they count that towards your sentence as time served also.
That's
so,
it.
Like you said, Cap, he could probably serve 4, 5, 6 years and then on Christmas of, you know what I'm saying, 2031, they let this cracker go.
You ever done?
If I could,
Please.
I don't know if that's violent crimes, but for violent crimes, you have to serve 85%.
Yeah, no, it says second degree second degree murder.
Okay.
Yeah, because I looked up how much you have to serve in Illinois for second degree murder. They say typically you have to serve 50% of the sentence.
You know it's depending on it's really depending on them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
whatever they decide. Of course, you know how they get down. More than likely, he definitely ain't doing no 20. He about 10. They might slice 5 off of that, and shalom. You know what I'm saying? From him murdering a sister in cold blood. You get my point? You ever done?
Another cold point I want is when he get out, you know what I'm saying, some big wig somewhere gonna have a nice cushy seat for him,
man, please.
Nice job.
Please.
Sit on
He gonna get a job, $250,000.
Right. Private security.
Go ahead, y'all. Lamar.
Oh, so he can go shake the ice.
Right.
Right.
He gonna shake the ice.
Go ahead, Mariah.
Good, I don't know now. You see how white people dropping that, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, he might not last that long.
Right. Right. You understand? Where we at with it, Aki? Where we going next?
Go on.
Oh, this OJ joint? Nah, that was it. Yeah. I just wanted y'all to see the reaction. You know what I'm saying?
That was glorious. I ain't gonna
well, please.
Okay, if I could. So OJ Simpson was responsible for Nicole Simpson's death, but the white man should have stuck with they was against interracial marriages. Now all of a sudden it's his fault. They should have stopped that. This would have never happened to that devil.
Right, no doubt.
Hey.
That's right. Get it by the hand. People, we bring that out, you know what I'm saying? People say, oh, no way. Interracial dating is a sin. What Bible is that?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They talking to us like they actually Christians, man. Y'all got to stop pump faking, man. Y'all be talking to us. We biblical scholars, and y'all talking to us like y'all actually know what's in the goddamn Bible. I mean, what you gonna say something you out there? Where we going?
Come on, so next up we have a video of a sister talking about that she's committed to finishing her Bible by the end of the year.
Oh, okay. Let's check it out.
I'm still in Genesis. I'm on chapter 21.
In your Bible?
Yeah, I'm lost.
Okay.
I'm still lost.
I think you have a question.
Get himself in the hand all the time. You understand? Look, that's the first thing to get some understanding. You know how hard it is for people to say, man, I'm lost.
Right.
You know how many people sit in the church every Sunday, man, and they listen to the preacher like, what in the hell is he talking about? They asking them questions. He just make it. Go ahead, y'all, Dad. What you go get at?
So like you said, they don't even have the right to ask questions.
Oh, I forgot during the Sunday service, you can't raise your hand.
Yeah,
you just got to listen to the performance. Huh?
That's it.
So like you said, I remember being in Bible study, and this brother. Well, they used to call it Sunday school. So before you go to church, you have Sunday school before. You know what I'm saying? And it's supposed to be, you know what I'm saying, like you saying, like how we actually do with, you know what I'm saying, teaching the Bible.
Right.
But a brother was asking questions in Sunday school. He was asking too many questions. They put him on about it.
Right. But you got to give me now when you sing that, brother. What did you think when you seen a cat get put out for asking too many questions?
Man, Cab, you know, they try to put it in a realm of like, oh, he's just being disruptive. You know what I'm saying? And he you know what I'm saying, just like he trying to cause some kind of confusion.
Right.
But the brother is he genuinely asking questions, and because they can't answer the questions, they got him on about it.
Man, look, man, the sister, the first thing the sister said off top out of her mouth is, I'm lost.
I'm lost.
And let me tell you something. We as Black and brown people in totality, we lost.
Damn right.
Damn right. Right.
And that's why the Lord said we got to humble ourselves to be able to come serve the Lord. Because it take, man, if just imagine you've been going to church for 30, 20 years thinking you know the God and don't know the Most High, just to find out you ain't even close.
Right.
Just to find out the God is totally different, you know what I'm saying, from what you've been taught in the damn church. Let me tell you something. All these churches that's around America and in our neighborhood, if the Christian church was really teaching you about God, the neighborhoods wouldn't be like they are.
That's right.
Like they didn't make God to be seen like he evil. So many children wouldn't be getting molested like they've done. Right. It wouldn't be so many broken homes, so many broken marriages.
Right.
That's why Christ said, you shall know them by the fruit of their tree. You understand? And they're pump faking, you know what I'm saying, like they man of God. But they haven't, the Lord haven't dealt with them and gave them, you know what I'm saying, the spirit to be able to break these scriptures down to teach you what's right from wrong. Go ahead and play the joint.
What's
a
one
lot of
question
stuff.
you got? What's
God,
one
please
question?
forgive me for cussing, talking about the Bible. Jesus' name we pray, man. Now the verbiage is a little off. The verbiage kind of off in there. I don't know. I might got the first one they wrote.
You got the first Bible.
I got the first Bible.
You out of everybody, you got the
well,
first.
the first print. I got the first.
You got
print.
the first paperback.
I'm reading the Bible and he say ass, but he don't say ass in the way that we say ass. And it was messing me up because am I reading the Bible? It said he saddled up his ass, and in my head I said pause.
I see why you said you're not mature enough. What's one question that perhaps our listeners or viewers can help you with? What's one question?
Well,
like the dinosaur conversation we had?
Noah died at 950 years old. He built the ark at 600 years old. It's in the Bible.
Okay, what's the question?
How do we go from 600 years old to done at 90?
I don't have an answer. So if
I know you don't. So I don't even know why you just asked me what the question was.
Well, I'm
right there. You see, he asked her a long time ago, what's your question? She tried to ignore it. You know what I'm saying? Because she know damn well he don't got the answer. They don't, once again, they don't. This is a very simple question to answer right here. I'd like for one of the brothers to pull Exhibit A and get the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? To tell you, you know what I'm saying, that why the Lord cut us off from living that long. You see what I'm saying? I believe it's you need 120 years is what you need. In Genesis, keep playing it out.
Confuses me
for the listeners. Yeah. So if you could ask,
no,
if you just,
they wasn't there.
You could just
what I'm noticing when I'm reading my Bible, and I do not mean to cuss when I'm talking about the Bible. I'm still working on myself. I'm only in Genesis.
Yeah. She in the prologue.
Yeah, I'm only in Genesis.
Yeah.
But I'm in Genesis and I'm confused. It's a part where I didn't know that the world was flooded for about 9 months. They didn't tell us that. They made it seem like it was just 40 days, 40 nights. But the other thing they never told us, they made it seem like it was just Noah and them animals. It was 6 more people on the ark with him. It was his wife, his kids, and their wives. They never told us that.
Yeah, I didn't know who the people were, but I knew it was other people. I didn't know it was that many though.
But yeah, I just been all type of confused. I'm so into it though that I'm not gonna stop. God asks,
man, look, go ahead, y'all. Down. Here we go with it.
I just wanted to big the sister up. You know what I'm saying? For one, you know what I'm saying, for at least start. But you know what I'm saying, like, the dangerous thing with this, you know what I'm saying, it's her feeling like she can read it and gain some understanding.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? You got to come and get these scriptures broke down to you, sis. You know what I'm saying? Just to be on some real.
But a part of the reason why I think she's saying that is because she can notice that the church don't have the answers. You know what I'm saying? And that's let me tell you something. The Lord he gonna wake these tribes up. And this is an example of this sister right here is where she's seeing. That's why she didn't want to even give them the question, because she know that they don't have the answer. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad, you know what I'm saying, when our people think that we don't have the answer. You know what I'm saying? You got, man, listen, to search for the truth, you gotta wade through so much dirt, so much religion, you know what I'm saying? Islam, Christianity, and none of them know what the hell they talking about when they come to this Bible.
Right.
Give me, you got the precept I need? Come on with it out.
It's the book of Genesis, chapter 6 and verse 3. And the Lord said, my spirit shall not always strive with
2 verses. Give me the meat. Come on. You like a world-class chef. You know give me. Give me what I need.
Like you said, the book of Genesis, chapter 6 and verse 1.
Come on.
And it came to pass when men began to multiply on the face of the earth.
That's right.
And daughters were born unto them.
And daughters were what?
Were born unto them.
These are daughters that was born unto men. You understand? Regular men, the other nations. You understand? Keep going.
Verse 2.
Go ahead.
That the sons of God.
The sons of who?
The sons of God.
The sons of God would be us. You understand? In order to be a son of God, you must obey and do what the Lord say. You understand? So we are the sons of God. Read.
Saw the daughters of men.
Saw the what?
The daughters of men.
So these are, we just got to finish talking about interracial dating.
Right.
See what I'm saying? The sons of God, which will be our people, seeing the daughters of men, meaning the heathen women, the Chinese, the Arab, the Asian. At this time, they wasn't called it, of course, but I'm just giving you an example of what's going on. Interracial dating is a sin.
That's right.
You understand? Where the Lord created a black man and a brown man, he created a black woman and a brown woman. That woman is for you.
Mm-hmm.
Chinese woman, that's for the Chinese man. Excuse me, white woman, that's for a white man. Right. Keep reading.
That they were fair, and that they took them wives of all which they chose.
So they did what?
Took them wives of all which they chose.
Keep reading.
Verse 3. And the Lord said, my spirit shall not always strive with man.
My spirit shall what?
Not always strive with man.
His spirit not striving, meaning these men, instead of doing what the Lord said to do, you know what I'm saying, they was doing opposite. So the Lord said, my spirit is not always going to strive with man. Same thing was taking place in there right now. You understand? Like, if you don't obey the Lord, you know what I'm saying, then you don't realize that you're fighting against the Most High.
Right.
Read.
For that he also is flesh.
He also is what?
Flesh.
Right. You understand? We also flesh and blood. And that flesh and blood get to talking to you. You understand? So you might, it's women that's heathens that you should not supposed to marry, but because this East Indian woman look beautiful, or this African woman look beautiful, or this white woman look beautiful, your flesh wants you to go ahead and do that, but you're supposed to be ruled by the spirit.
Right.
Black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man. That's the part that you not understanding. The spiritual part come from obeying the Lord. You got to be more than just flesh and bone. The flesh is talking about that little head down there get to talking to you and telling you to sleep with things and people that you should not.
Right.
Read.
Yet his days shall be 120 years.
His days shall what?
120 years.
This is why, you know what I'm saying, the lifespan got short. Before that time, you had men living 800 years, 700 years, 900 years. But because our sin and not obeying the Lord, he cut the lifespan short down to 120 years, which is give it up. Damn right. You know what I'm saying? Listen, it ain't no different from right now. We supposed to be living to 190 years old or 120, somewhere around that time. How old are we living as black and brown men in America? Go ahead, Rakam 80.
That's a long life.
Yeah, I understand. That's a super long life. My yard.
Hey, Khan, so I work with healthcare and insurance. You know what I'm saying? The average black and Hispanic man is dying around between 55, 60 years old. And by time from the age of 50 to 65, they got a laundry list of health problems. And they taking 1,000 different medications to deal with them.
Man, listen, y'all being too nice. You know what I'm saying? Y'all being way too nice. You understand? Please, if I'm
old school, I'm gonna try to get it right. I say 17.
You now you getting around there. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, listen, we ain't even making it nowhere near 120 years. You get my point? We dying in the womb. How many abortions the black women killing?
A million.
Yeah, so we ain't even making it out the womb. That's why I say you niggas being too nice up here. This ain't the show to be nice. Everybody hold their point for 1 second. You know what I'm saying? Like 50. You know what I'm saying? So many of y'all, our young boys, man, is dying at 12, 13. You know what I'm saying? Or 17, 18. A brother also dies when he goes to the penitentiary. You see what I'm saying? And he get a sentence of 70 years, 80 years. That's a dead man walking. That's why the Lord said the valley of the drop. Can these bones live? You see what I'm saying? Because brother, we are spiritually dead in this place. Do you understand what I'm telling you? And so our lifespan been cut even shorter than 120 years. And why have our lifespan been cut short less than the 20 years? Because of our disobedience to the Lord. So you ain't even making it, nigga. You ain't even making it out the womb.
Right.
Okay. You understand? Because of our goddamn evil in this place from following the white man, who is the devil that the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
This man is out to hunt, kill, steal, and do everything he can, you know what I'm saying, to make sure that we never, ever, ever serve the Lord, which is why he set up churches.
Right.
He set up churches so you would never, ever get the true understanding of what the Lord put down up in that Bible. You understand? Y'all are done, then I'm coming to the trooper next. Get out.
Man, it's so heavy with you, and how you ended off out of one was perfect
Correct.
segue to what I was even about to bring up, because this is lie in the church, Captain, that has been going on for a while, and you will hear a ton of Christians say this. Like, I know you ain't supposed to question God. You know what I'm saying? Like, but they saying it in a sense that you ain't supposed to like ask the questions like the sister asked. Like, why go from this to that?
That's it.
You are supposed to be able to come to men of God and
That's
ask
it.
these questions. You know what I'm saying?
That's
They
it.
pastors have them scared to even ask the question because they feel like if they question something that's written in the Bible and it don't sound quite right to them, then they questioning God. You know what I'm saying?
That's it. That's it. And listen, they don't want you to question God, because when they sitting there molesting you, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, the little boy want to know or the little girl that they molesting, was this what God want? You don't question God. Once again, this religion that you following is so diabolical. And listen, what's even more evil is you don't want nobody to question you on Christianity.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You don't want nobody to question you. You don't want nobody to check you, you know what I'm saying, on this evil that's been transpiring for so long. Black men didn't have their mouth shut for a very long time. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to questioning God and coming up against this religion and all that, you didn't terrorize the hell out of us for so long. You know what I'm saying? That we just take our anger out on each other, because when a brother can't express himself, he's going to express himself in some way. And that normally that way is killing another black man. But of course, because the prophets of the Lord are back in the earth, the Lord told you that this was going to happen. Christ told you that it was going to happen in the New Testament. You know what I'm saying? That these men was going to be born back in the earth, you know what I'm saying, and be able to get up and sit on thrones. But before we sit on the damn throne, we going to get our people together like some you cannot believe.
That's right.
You're looking at the Third World War, Iran and America and China and Russia and all these different, and that right there scares you, and that brings interest to your mind, you know what I'm saying, because you don't know what's going to transpire. But the greatest thing that's about to take place in this earth is the awakening of them 12 tribes.
That's right.
Mexicans finding out that they the tribe of Issachar. Puerto Ricans finding out that they the tribe of Ephraim. So-called Negroes finding out that they the tribe of Judah. Brother, this is about to be you talking about a movement. The truth is you can't even say this is a movement. You know what I'm saying? This is much bigger. This ain't no movement. This ain't the Black Panthers. That was a movement that failed. You understand? Islam, you know what I'm saying? That failed. Christian, I ain't got to tell you Christianity failed. You know what I'm saying? Now they coming out with a group called the Black Lions. You see what I'm saying? That's gonna fail. The No Niggas Fucking Around Coalition. That failed.
Right.
Gang banging. That failed. You understand? Those are all movements that fail. But the reason why the ISUBK won't fail is because the Lord is in the midst of what we're doing. And when the Lord is in the midst of what we're doing, brother, is you can't stop this at all. Run one.
I just wanted to say, because I'm looking at how many likes or loves or whatever you want to call for this Instagram that you got. It's right around 10,000K.
Right.
And it just shows you it's about 10,000 people just who seen the video who carry the same sentiments as this sister do, or at least understand what she's saying. Which, secondly leads me to not understand how the ISUBK has so many videos out answering these exact questions.
That's it.
And we don't got the same 10,000, at least not everywhere, the same 10,000 for the answer.
That's
it.
it.
We got so many for the question.
That's right. That's it. Get a brother a hand. Listen, that could be an easy answer too, because majority of this world hate the truth.
That's right.
Remember, you know what I'm saying? Christ said they gonna hate you because you are not of this world. You see what I'm saying? You a brother that didn't heard the truth, hit a morality. You know what we saying is right. You know that these people, what all they done, and they should pay for what they done. You know what I'm saying? So you got the truth, you got the spirit of the Lord. But then you got another sect of us, man, that are so evil. We love the wickedness that we indulge in every day. You see what I'm saying? We love getting high. We love popping whores. You get my point? At least the demon on you do. You see what I'm saying? You don't know that demon is going to lead you to destruction or lead you to an early grave or to your death. Once again, what the Most High say, he just said it. I'm not always going to strive with man. When you come to the Most High, you better understand him like you understand yourself as a father. You want your kids to obey you, you know what I'm saying, without flaw. It ain't no man in here that got children, you know what I'm saying, that played with his children.
Right.
He warned them a few times, and then it's time for these brothers in here. Look, they don't play when it comes to raising their children.
Yeah, right.
So what make you think the Most High is any different? As a matter of fact, he's a better father for you because you just asked for a little obedience. The Lord asks for perfection.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? He wants you to keep these laws, statutes, and commandments without flaw.
Right.
And you're gonna do it, or you're gonna continue to die in this place.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Trooper.
Yeah, right.
Salak, y'all the one.
Please.
If I may, with your grace.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say, you know, brothers, you know, maybe even sisters, you know, they believe, you know, that they wouldn't even make it to their like 21st, you know, birthday. They
That's it. They get a brother a hand.
Right.
Listen, I can remember growing up and just thinking that. You know what I'm saying? They put it in a ton of songs. You know what I'm saying? Cats be like, man, am I gonna make it to my 21st birthday at 25? You get what I'm saying? Because America eats black and brown people up like something you cannot believe.
That's right.
You understand? It's called systematic oppression. You understand? They thrive off of our pain and they thrive off our blood. It's like just think of a big vampire. You know what I'm saying? Like they live off of our blood. You understand? That's why they put in the damn Constitution in the 13th Amendment that slavery is abolished except, you know what I'm saying, unless you do some criminality. Then they went and created, you know what I'm saying, black codes, you know what I'm saying, and what they call it, apprenticeships and all these different laws. Basically, if you walked on the wrong side of the street, you going to jail. You know, if you ain't have a job, you was going to jail. I said, damn.
Yeah,
you get my point? If you wore a certain, basically, if it was a nigga and they seen you, man, you going to jail just for being black.
Right.
I mean, what we talking about here? The white man, you know what I'm saying? It ain't like he actually followed no law. You know what I'm saying? The law of the land in America, if you a black, a Hispanic, or Native Indian man, you going to jail even if you didn't do nothing.
Right, that's right.
You are born criminal in this place. Let's just face it, reality for what it is. You understand? Where we at with it?
Anyone on this video?
Nah, that's it.
Nah.
You want to go to the next? No, let's go to the next one.
Come on, next one. We go into one of those pop the balloon challenges where a brother gets cut.
This was bad.
You should have kept my shit.
Good night.
It's crazy.
Man, a question. Okay. What does marriage look like to you as far as the roles for a man and a woman?
Okay. Start with our first guy here. Name and age and the answer to her question.
Marcus, I'm 35. I would say for me, I love that you got there. Saying mutual here. In the Bible, it says, the husband's not ahead of the wife and the wife is not ahead of the husband. And so I envision basically like a partner.
Totally butchered that. Just about to get him though. You know what I'm saying? Now, go ahead, Maya, please.
IG not here, so I'm gonna be, I'm gonna be an apprentice to IG.
Yeah,
he got that bug cap.
He definitely got that bug
cap.
And let me tell you something. You can see why he got that bug. You heard what he just said.
Come with God.
You know what I'm saying? And it just goes the state of confusion that we in. But I'll let the brother play the tape.
Partnership. That partnership looks like, we both mutually aligning, helping each other grow each and every day. We're setting goals. And it's really surrounded around God, right? So I'm a faith-based man. And it's important that in a marriage, God created marriage, right? So we have to allow him to lead us in every step.
You're trying not to laugh.
Can I say something on that? That's not what the Bible says. The Bible says that man is the head of woman. So a woman should be submissive to her man and that Christ is the head of man. But
Okay. Thank you for the
I didn't try to correct you.
Yeah, no, I mean, you know, I understand that.
Yeah. So a man should lead, a woman should submit.
Mm.
Yeah.
I want send sister a flyer and a courtship request.
I hate you. You know what I'm saying?
Good night.
Your name and age and the answer to her question.
I'm Emmanuel. I'm 36 years old. And marriage for me, God's the umbrella, the husband, second, wife after that. Woman is the helpmeet. She's virtuous. She's his peace. You know, I provide. I make sure everything's taken care of. I just, you know, I really just want a woman, a wife that'll be able to, I can just find peace with, you know. Life is already chaotic. And I want to be able to pour into her. I want to see her flourish as the woman that she want to become. And like that's beautiful to me, you know. So that's what marriage look like to me. Day-to-day basis, we do our own thing. We come home at the end of the day, talk about it, laugh about it, cry about it, whatever. And then, you know, on to the next one.
All right. Thank you.
No problem.
Your name and age and the answer to her question.
I'm Pap Shakur, 30. First of all, I was married before. I'm divorced. But to me, marriage means the man submit to God, Jesus, and a woman submit to me. That's what it is.
Okay. Thank you. Let's go back over here. All right. Why did you end up popping your balloon?
I would say definitely, you know, probably like the Bible verse, you know, definitely not perfect. So I was trying to resonate with like, I think the Corinthians or something like that, but, you know, obviously I got to do some more research. But yeah, definitely.
Better research. And now, is he someone that's your type?
Corinthians chapter 11. It does talk about the man being the head of a woman, as I said before. But no, I was going to actually pop on you just because it was given immature, and I want a man to spiritually lead me as well. So I don't want to teach a man ever. I want a man to teach me.
Definitely spiritually aligned. Definitely. Personally, I think being up here, couldn't really get the exact terminology for it. But exactly what you're saying, it's the same. It's a mutual thing. I do know that. I think it just comes down to like
brother just need to stop.
Yeah, really do.
Right. Come on now. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to recover, you know what I'm saying? Because the sister cut you.
Right.
The brother standing next to you broke out in big laughter. I mean, stop. You know what I'm saying? And let me tell you something, man. It ain't nothing wrong with not knowing. You know what I'm saying? Once again, we can look at these brothers, I mean, laugh and all, but the serious part of this is that it shows the failure of the church. You understand that this brother do not know, you know what I'm saying, that he's supposed to be in charge of a woman. You understand? We don't realize how sad that is. And again, he don't know.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Y'all done?
If I could, sir, also just to piggyback on what you were saying is that he don't understand the importance of when he don't know.
That's it.
What the Bible says about something, not to just pull something just out of the damn blue sky, because that's what Christianity teaches you. As long as it sounds profound or something, or it sounds like the right thing to say, right. This is in the Bible. When brother, this is not in the Bible. This, you know what I'm saying? This couldn't be no further from the truth. And the sister exposed you with it. Just accept it. Just accept that
leave it alone.
You shouldn't just be saying something that's in the Bible when you don't know.
Right,
you know
right. And it's a shame so many of our brothers do not know.
See what I'm
saying? Like, now who's gonna get the blame? Who's gonna get the blame? You know what I'm saying, for brothers not knowing their role, for sisters not knowing their role. But yeah, we got all these goddamn churches everywhere. You know what I'm saying? We don't even know our role in a relationship with a man and a woman.
Right.
Go ahead, Ramon.
I just want to say this, of course.
Please.
I'm always going, you know what I'm saying, put it out there for the ISUPK. This video shows you exactly why these brothers need to be in the ISUPK.
Yeah, right.
Like, the sister's so kind of hardcore. I don't know what if she's the group, but I'm just saying the way she delivering herself is the way you should deliver yourself as a woman. Even she still didn't even want to correct the brother because she's so she's trying to be, what she's supposed to be.
Right.
But like even the brothers after him, they didn't even know how to come. They didn't know how to answer her questions because they were too terrified to even answer. They didn't want to say. You could tell they didn't want to say the wrong thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But if you was in school, you would know how to handle this situation. You would know exactly, how to handle it. You would have knew what verse to go to, so you would have had to worry about that.
Right. That give it. And it goes to show you, that it takes more to be a man than just having a penis.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? We think, a man is just because he's born with a penis and now he's a man. You know what I'm saying? That ain't no man, not according to the Bible, not according to the Lord. A man is the man that got the knowledge. You know what I'm saying? A man that got the wisdom and a man that got the understanding. If you don't have those things, then you're not going to be able to navigate through life. You damn sure ain't gonna be able to navigate through an empire that's out to kill you. Right. You ain't gonna be able to keep your family together without the knowledge of the Lord. You understand what I'm saying? If you can't teach your woman the truth, listen, you're gonna be in a jam. You know what I'm saying? Which is why it was very criminal of them to cut us off from our nationality of who we are. Black people, man, we didn't try. I think we didn't try everything. We didn't try every religion. We didn't try every nationality. We didn't even try colors. We walk around, call ourselves a cut. We didn't try everything. Yo, okay. The one thing that we have not tried to be is the people of the Lord.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? The Israelites. You know what I'm saying? The Jews. When we even call ourselves Jews, we get so persecuted for it and don't understand why the persecution the way it is that it is. You understand? Like the persecution started when we came over here in slavery, when they stripped. Why you think they stripped you of your name? Why did you think they stripped you of your identity? Because you are the chosen people and they never want you to find that out.
Right.
You understand? Come on, finish playing that thing.
I just being nervous up here, probably. I just can't really pull it together. But yeah.
You got it.
So.
Thank you.
Damn.
Keep going.
Go here. All right. Why did you end up popping your balloon?
I wanted them to see the
Kentucky.
Part
But I love everything you was talking about.
Oh, you gonna send them? Oh, okay, go ahead. I thought he was stopping.
No, I'm sending it to the 35-minute mark.
I want you to submit to me.
Hey, you know what, Cap? And what you were saying, the sister blatantly said, like when she after the bug bite popped his balloon. You know what I'm saying? And she said, I want to be submissive to my man. I don't never want to have to teach my man anything ever. You know what I mean? She wants to be ruled over. You know what I mean? And it's tragic that
so she say
on the surface.
Man, don't go for that.
Yeah. Oh no. God.
This is world famous, putting on the dress and saying all the good things.
Yeah.
The minute you lay down, had love to him. You know what I'm saying? And you wake up the next morning, it's like David's over the top. So you gonna get another woman after this? Is Christ really coming back to get us? What about this question? I'm joking, of course. You know what I'm saying? But man, listen. With a woman, man, when you get with her, man, it's the way that you know you got a good wife is when you go through them hard times. When you go through them winters and see that she's still with you.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So again, she's saying all the right things. She seemed like she in search for the truth, but you just never know. Like anything, it got to be tried and tested. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ready for the joint? Let's go.
Like rap music or something like that.
What kind of rap music? And is that your passion or is that your job, like your career?
So it's actually my passion, and I'm trying to transition to become full-time. But that's something I really love. I don't know. My pastor want me to quit, but I'm like, it's something I've been doing for so long. It's like, I would have to have, I don't know. But
Pastor wants you to quit?
Yeah, she,
She? You have a female pastor?
Yeah.
I just don't think a woman should be leading no man, period. But I mean, that's not.
Stop the tape. Stop the press. Brother, He can't show his face. He should come on TV no more. The sister turned to the side and give me right on it, Doc. I mean, that was shameful.
That was.
You understand? And then he's sitting there. This is an African for those who don't know. You know what I'm saying? Which we are not. You know what I'm saying? You see how he hold like he trying to act like he you.
Right.
You understand? Go ahead, Roscoe Rob.
Get it out.
The sister let out a smirk at the cat.
You know what I mean?
You understand? Because that's what he said, you know what I'm saying, is an abomination.
Yeah, I'm right.
You know what I'm saying? And this is a ton of churches. You got some female pastors sitting in there teaching when she ain't supposed to be teaching. And the Bible clearly says he suffers not a woman to teach. You understand? Now, does that mean that women can't be teachers and other things? Man, women are some of the best teachers in the world. They great at teaching, you know what I'm saying, mathematics, you know what I'm saying, or child care, daycare, history. But when it comes to the Bible, because the scriptures say the Lord is a man of war. When you look at that Bible, you're looking at a book, you know what I'm saying, that's about warfare, right? Trial, error, you know what I'm saying? It's supposed to give men masculinity, and men can't draw masculinity from a woman, because a woman, when she get up in there, she gonna look and see that scripture where she ain't supposed to be teaching, and she gonna fall away with that anyway, because she's dealing off of her emotions, right? You know what I'm saying? And men can't draw off emotions. A man got to go by what's right and what's wrong, not be emotional. You see what I'm saying? That's why so many of us grow up emotional, because you in the house with your mother and she emotional as hell. You see what I'm saying? So you wake up, I mean, you grow up at 15, 14, and you don't know how to trigger your damn emotions.
Right.
The white man did a hell of a thing, man, when he pulled that man out the house. He did a hell of a thing when he took the black man and made the black man not be a hero in the eyes of our women.
Right.
That's probably the biggest thing right there, is he robbed us of being the hero of the very woman that's supposed to look at us like a hero. That's what she put. Like a black woman is as a black man, she's a cheerleader. You know what I'm saying? Why you think during the sporting events they got cheerleaders on the goddamn side cheering on the basketball team or the football team? Why? What does that do? That inspire them to play hard. They see the cheerleaders over there cheering for them, man. When they down 10, the cheerleader might inspire them, you know what I'm saying, to go ahead and play hard and win the goddamn game. That's why they got them over there.
Right.
But if you ain't got your woman cheering for you, you know what I'm saying, you got her to look at tall and you a deadbeat, a no good nigga and all that. Could you imagine going to a game and the cheerleaders that's supposed to be cheering for the team black, they cheering for team white? The people in the stands who watching the game will be like, ain't they supposed to be cheering? They cheering for the opposite team.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But it's been so much brainwashing that's been done to our sisters, you know what I'm saying, to make them an enemy, you know what I'm saying, to us, which is why we can't make the proper steps that we need to do as a people. The same thing that happened in the garden with Eve. You know what I'm saying? Satan, I mean the serpent, he didn't go to the man because the man would have told him, man, I'm obeying God. He went and got that woman, you know what I'm saying, to take on what he was saying, and then she went to deceive that brother, and that's how the white man work. Go ahead, Ramawan.
I just wanted to bring up, like, the look on the sister, the host face when she said it. You know what I'm saying? Even it kind of threw her off when she even said it, because that's something she ain't even used to hear. You know, she probably go to a Christian church to live.
Right.
She probably never heard nobody say, that the woman ain't supposed to be teaching.
Yeah.
So you look, usually when somebody say something like that, they look at the other person to see what kind of expression they gonna have. But it looked like it caught her off guard herself, and she stared at the sister like, damn, like what you just said?
Right.
It was just heavy how she looking at her even right now in that video. She caught the sister off guard real bad.
Man, listen, it goes to show you that you show a Christian that scripture, man, they gonna look at you and say, man, you taking that out of context, because really they just don't even care about what's really, you know what I'm saying, in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? All they care about is money. That's what that religion is about. You understand? I'm too off from it right now. Matter of fact, yeah, go ahead. Come on, bro. Go ahead. Well, no, but don't do it like that, brother.
I know. It just caught me off guard. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I got you. Well, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how you would feel about somebody who's making, the music and stuff like that. So that's not something I'm going to change.
Has she heard your music and that's why she told you to stop? Like, why did she tell you to stop?
I think it's when I come to church, I'm usually the only one, the looks, the way, like people talking and stuff like that. I think that's what it is. She may have listened to it. I don't know. Probably. I'm not sure.
Okay, I guess I'm not asking the right question. What are you rapping about? Like, what is it that you're talking about?
Pretty much everything I go through.
Listen, she's stopping right there.
Damn.
She put this cat in a real jam, man.
God.
Like she would have known as you rapping about that bullshit. You understand?
Right.
Get the sister a hand. God damn. Again, but you listen, you might be right, Maya, about this is it. This goes to show that it's some hope for our sisters, man. Because listen, even though our sisters, you know what I'm saying, they haven't, they've been taught to be monsters in this kingdom. Now you see the propaganda, you know what I'm saying, of videos and upon videos coming up showing them, you know what I'm saying, in the midst of their wickedness, right?
Mm-hmm.
The whole point of that, you got to be very careful because it'll turn you against them.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But you got to remember that they are victims of white supremacy like you are. You understand? And that a sister can be fixed just like you was fixed. You see what I'm saying? So be careful with all the videos of them showing you, you know what I'm saying, your sisters being naked and shaking their behind and showing them being monsters and all that. Yeah, it's a ton of sisters that do got to be accountable for how they act.
Right.
But do not let that turn you against these sisters to make you think that they cannot be fixed.
That's right.
Y'all done?
Also, if I could, sir, like, you know what I'm saying, the sister's on point with a lot of things in the Bible, and she had these brothers head, but you know what I'm saying, the miseducation, you know what I'm saying, still comes down to the fact that she don't recognize that him being an African, she was supposed to pop that balloon right away.
Oh God, that's a fact.
That's a straight up fact. You know them Africans, when they get the Bible, you see what they do with it.
Good night.
They boy, a whole rob, know where I'm going. You go. All you gotta do is, you know what I'm saying, when you get some time, go to YouTube and go to Africans Christian church and see some of the things they be doing. They have boiled like 24 chicken wings, you know what I'm saying? At the damn river to just come out and just take the chicken wings and hit the people with the face with the chicken wings. Blah. And you sit there watching it and you said this doesn't even make sense.
Good night.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Like that's what they, because my whole point of saying it is that because the Bible ain't meant for them, like you got to be an Israelite to receive the Holy Spirit.
Right.
They totally off.
Right.
Hey,
you understand? Go ahead, finish playing the rest of this tape.
Going on in the word, how do I feel? That's basically the way, like music to me is kind of like therapy for me. So however I'm feeling, that's how I express in the music, basically.
But it's not about having sex outside of marriage, cussing, partying, turning up stuff.
So let me say this. Before, like a couple years ago, I would say a few years ago, it was kind of like, I was just doing whatever. But now that I have daughters, it makes you think a little differently. So, because now they're like, oh, Daddy, we've seen you this. So I'm very conscious of what I started to put out and what I write now. So I'm a little conscious of it, but I'm still in process though. Yeah. So there is, for example, a song that I've recorded on YouTube. Okay. It's called Baby Moms. So it's basically a situation that I was going through. At that time, she wouldn't want me to see the kids. So me being an artist, I express everything in my music. So I put it out there. So stuff like that. There is also the situation I'm going through with my family back in Congo. Ever since my dad passed.
Yeah. He giving us all goddamn life story. What we at next with it?
Go on. So going up next, we have a video of a sister talking about how she was actually banned from Planned Parenthood, basically for having too many abortions. So she had to start using other people's IDs to try to get up in there.
12 or 13.
Right.
And these are not Plan Bs. These are real going to get abortions.
Oh yeah, baby, they knew me by name.
Oh, so you went to the abortion clinic 13 times?
Yes, I remember I had to use one of my cousin's IDs to go get my last one. Then I was like, I ain't going back.
They won't let you come back in?
After a certain amount of times in the city, you know, they were hell no. Don't send us to jail. Everybody in here, she just keep coming back.
So that's your miracle baby in a sense of you like, I'm finna just have it.
A year before I got pregnant with my son, I had got pregnant and we was gonna keep a baby. And I miscarried.
Got you.
At like 7 months, I miscarried. It was a girl.
Wow.
Well, 6 months pregnant.
You knew what you were having.
I did not until I had until I miscarried.
Gotcha.
So then after that, about a year, I got pregnant twice. I got pregnant one more time, once or twice after that, but I wasn't ready. When I miscarried, the hardest thing was planning the funeral because I was so far along, and I went to St. Vincent's, which is a Catholic hospital. They don't believe in like cremating the baby. They believe like if you miscarry, you have to take the baby and you got to bury the baby and you have to do all that with the baby. And I had to do that. I think that was the hardest thing I had to do.
Yeah.
But girl, I was back outside. So I'm outside. I'm an outside girl though. I just love. I'm not an angry girl. I'm not a sad girl. Nothing really makes me sad. If you hurt my feelings, I always tell my guy, like if I'm in a relationship or whatever, and it's not working, like or whatever, tell me, like, cause dump me. Like I want to be dumped.
Okay.
Like I don't want you to play because I'm gonna hurt you, and then I'm gonna do stuff back. Hurt me on the weekend. Because if you hurt me on the weekend,
stop that.
Yeah,
we going out on this here.
Good night, Cap.
Go ahead, get in.
Somebody out of one when I hear this, sister, I think about that scripture where it talks about, you know what I'm saying, the sea creatures even feeding their young, but our women, you know what I'm saying, hating.
Get somebody get that. The daughter of my people have become cruel. Go ahead.
Ooh, I don't want like the sister just being so, you know what I'm saying, callous, you know what I'm saying, it is reminiscent of like, you know what I'm saying, a thing that I just heard about like drug use. Some drug use just have you like, you know, crackheads or whatever the case may be, they detach from their emotions. You know what I'm saying? Our women have to get to a point to where they totally detach from their emotions. Like even for her to say that she goes and bury her baby and then she's right back into the streets, like, you know what I'm saying, nothing even happened. Like how detached from your emotions could you be as a person? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right. Listen, that's heavy. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, man.
Hey, Captain, the sister said something deep. She said, I'm a in the streets type of girl. I'm an outside type girl. You know what I mean?
That's
she for the streets. She knows she for the streets. And that's what she want to be. You know what I'm saying? To have 13 to the point where like she don't realize Planned Parenthood is an immoral organization that does not have a conscience, sir.
Right, that's right.
So for you to force something that doesn't have a conscience to have a conscience says a lot about who you are as a person.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? They telling her stop having these abortions because she's going to end up unaliving herself.
13.
Cap.
Y'all thought I was talking when I told y'all about the 10. You know what I'm saying? When I went, you know what I'm saying, and I heard, you know what I'm saying, I'm reading the magazine. They asked her how many abortions. She said 10. That's 10 babies you didn't kill. That's a lot.
John, listen to this. Makes me think of what we were talking about earlier on, like the life expectancy for blacks especially in.
That's a fact.
You understand? We talking about 65, 50 years old, whatever the case may be. She just ended 13 lives before they even hit one.
That's it.
You feel my point? Like the disregard that our sisters have gone for their own babies' lives or our own people's lives.
That's it.
Is so astronomical that you got to understand. Like Egypt wasn't even this bad.
Right.
You understand? At least like they tried to hide the babies and try to give birth to the babies back then. And then Pharaoh just said, let's get rid of all the boy babies.
All the boys.
But you understand? At least the housemaids had some type of life. Like they wanted to try to save some type of babies. Women nowadays, they said, housemaids take them.
Listen, the white man, ancient Egypt, they say kill the boys. The white man killed. He said kill boys and kill all of them. It don't even matter, you know. And what was heavy, what I heard in the video though, is when she said when she in a relationship, she can't be hurt. You heard when she said that? You gotta listen to what people say, you know what I'm saying? And the reason that she can't be hurt is because she's a damn serial killer. Like you just said, they have to detach from their feelings. Go ask a serial killer that's doing a time in prison. He got maybe 10, 15 bodies to his name. He gonna tell you I got no feelings. You know, after that first couple of killings, man, them feelings is gone. And it's the same way with our women. The white man has turned black and brown women into genocidal maniacs.
Sir.
They are wiping out their race, brother, and don't even realize. You understand? And let me tell you something for you brothers out there. This is why you got to be careful before you lay down in the bed with a woman.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Because the Lord gave you sperm, you know what I'm saying, to reproduce your nation. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't supposed to be wiping out, you know what I'm saying? You know how mentally sick and ill you are as a people, man, to be thinking that something like this is okay. You see what I'm saying? Something like that right there, that's what a ton of you brothers like right there. Meanwhile, you don't know, you know what I'm saying? While you sitting there spitting that game, she got 15 bodies, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That she didn't kill. This is something you getting on your knee for, talking about a marriage, putting a ring on her finger. Something like this here. You understand? Like you better make sure that whatever woman that you're talking to, the sister have a healthy mind. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a ton of them that are sick. All it takes, you know what I'm saying, is for you to use this up here. Not the job, not the head down there. When you get ruled by that head down there, this is what happened. So if she didn't have 14 abortions, do you really think that she gonna care for you?
Right.
You laying there in the bed and you think she gonna have some bad? She getting what she can up out of you, sex, until you say like you mess up or something. Then she's on to the next with no feelings and no care in the world at all. And this is what the white man then turned our women into. Not just the white man, our leaders that tell you to love this man, that he going to heaven with you. You understand? Anytime you tell a people, you know what I'm saying, that the man that's been oppressing them, the man that who created laws to break up their families is going to heaven to them, they put their guard down and they accept whatever he say. And this whole time, this man been our God. And this God is telling you, kill your babies. You understand? My
Cap, if I could, sir, you brought it, you bring out so many heavy points. You know what I mean? Hey, Cap, like you said, look, a sister has one abortion. One abortion. She is not going to care about you. You know what I'm saying? Because she has taken a part of her precious part of herself and have cut it out of her. And then with that sister right there, 13 abortions. Not only is she a serial abortionist, she's a serial unprotected sex having sister. Like she didn't have 13 abortions. I will bet dimes to dollars that it's not by the same brother.
No,
you know what I'm saying? So when you laying down with a sister like that, not only are you putting the life of your future child on the line, but you also putting your health on the line. That sister does not care about we're so destroyed out of wine. Like we look at that sister and she is absolutely disgusting. But that sister, something happened to her and she is so destroyed that she does not care about herself or anybody else. You know what I mean? Because the abortion clinic is stopping her from getting trying to stop her from aborting babies so she doesn't end up unalive. And she's not taking into consideration the risk that she's taking with her health by having all of that unprotected sex with different men. You know what I mean?
Damn right. Well, yeah. Go ahead, Mariah.
If I could, Cap, but y'all bringing that so heavy is this goes back to the garden. This is why you need real leadership, and this is why you need to obey your goddamn man. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 3, verse 13. And the Lord God said unto the woman, what is that thou hast done? And the woman said, the serpent beguiled me, and I did eat. This is the white man being the goddamn devil. This is why you need to listen to your damn man. And this is why I'm so happy about being in the truth, or the commanded in the honor. And it goes back to that scripture. They did talk about on the video, 1 Corinthians 11:3, that the head of the woman is the man.
Damn right.
Damn right. Give it up. Where we going next?
Come on. We got video, another disgusting video of a brother talking about how he's not gay even though he receives head from other men.
I don't want. I'm good on this one. You know what I'm saying? What else we got beyond this?
Last but not least, we got Paul Mooney. Yeah, bro. The way you broke it down, I didn't understand what it meant.
Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, Cubans ain't nothing but black folks that can swim. Africans, I can't stand Africans. I don't like Africans. Because they have attitude. They have attitude towards us, and they act like they're mad at us. You got it twisted. We are mad at you. We waited, and nobody came for us, you punk motherfuckers. Any other race would have declared war on America and asked for their people back. Africans wrote us off like a bad check. And then they gonna show up 400 years later with a briefcase full of watches. I don't need no goddamn watch. I know what time it is.
Hey, man, give it up to Paul Mooney. Listen, sometime in comedy, the truth come out. You understand? He said the biggest thing, man, that I liked about the video. He said if Africans were your people, man, they'd have been petitioned for you and came and got you, man. You know what I'm saying? That's another lie that we've been fed and been taught, you know what I'm saying, in our oppressive schools that is totally not the truth. If you are so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indians, man, you represent the 12 lost tribes of the nation of Israel.
That's right.
I hate to use the word lost, you know what I'm saying, because now we know who we are. You know what I'm saying? And because we know who we are, we moving in the direction that the Lord wants us to move in. Man, so give it up, man. It's been one hell of a show. You know what I'm saying? Like always, man, I got to give it up to my amazing co-hosts that rock it out with me every week. Held it down until I got here, man. To my right, give it up for Officer Lamakiala.
That's right.
Any announcements, brother?
Come on. As always, make sure to go like, follow, share, subscribe to All Around Table of Truth, Real University social media pages out there. Catch us tomorrow. We will be in Minnesota, Minneapolis.
Right.
You understand? With Officer 5000 Qudasayan and his crew, and Captain Tazariak is going to be a special guest on the Round Table of Truth.
He had
So you know, we're going to be out there for an exclusive episode with the brothers out there in Minnesota. You understand? And then February, is it going to be the next one? February 14th.
Hopefully.
February 14th, we're going to be in Indianapolis with Captain 10,000 Kaposh. You understand? With another exclusive episode. We might get Captain Tazariak. Who knows? He's one of the busiest men in Israel. You understand? And last but not least, make sure to prepare, pay your Passover fee, and get ready for the Lord's 57th annual Passover in Houston, Texas. You understand? April 4th. Make sure to go out there. We'll be having a whole week of events. April 1st all the way through the 5th. You understand? Under Commander Jenny and Hana. Make sure to pay your $200 Passover fee, $200 per person, 17 and above.
Right. Give it up. Also want to give it up to my amazing co-host to my left, Officer Yaradan in the building. And the announcements are,
if I could, sir,
please.
Also pay your tithes, you know what I'm saying, to isupk.com, you know what I'm saying, pay your tithes, 10% of all your earnings to the priests and the prophets of the Lord, you know what I'm saying. If you're looking for any merch also, you know what I'm saying, go to diversitymall.com. That's all.
And also in here with the night, you know what I'm saying, Officer 1000, my yard, you understand. And the announcements are.
Oh yeah, Con, sir. As always, you know what I'm saying. No matter where you are in the world, make sure that you are tuning in to class and go to isupk.com and find the nearest school in your area, because ISUPK is worldwide. You know what I'm saying? We're not just some local, back of the pan organization. We are international.
Black Lions.
Right.
You know, your local blackity black group. Them niggas, look, they tried to steal our shine. You know what I'm saying? With the videos of the brothers marching
Hebrew
all over
Academy,
the place.
come.
They coming over there talking about, look at the Black Panthers. These ain't no Black Panthers,
Right.
man. This is the ISUPK under Commander Jenny Yohana.
Right.
And this ain't to shame the Black Panthers, because them brothers and sisters stood up in the time, you know what I'm saying, when our leaders was telling us to join our oppressor. You see what I'm saying? So they came up, you know what I'm saying, against this beast, you know what I'm saying, like they should have, to protect their communities. The only problem is they just didn't have the knowledge of the truth.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Ain't nothing with assembling, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing with having men be militant, you know what I'm saying, and all that. But you got to have the knowledge of the truth in order to overtake this beast. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna overtake them with no guns. You just ain't gonna do it. You see what I'm saying? And you would be cheating anyway, because if you was able to overtake them with a gun, you know what I'm saying, and with weapons, then the one thing would happen is you would never turn back to the Lord by keeping his laws, statutes, and commandments. You see what I'm saying? So you in a position where you ain't got no choice but to be a man of morality, which is the whole point of why we in hell in the first place. Go ahead, my yard.
Hey, come.
Please.
So wherever you are in the world, go to isupk.com. You know what I'm saying? Find the local school in your area and start attending class. We got classes Monday through Friday from 7 to 9 all over the world. And then also every Saturday, tune into the Sabbath service. You know what I'm saying? Well, we go over the scriptures from Genesis to Revelations. We read the ancient Hebrew, the Lashwan Kadash, the Holy Tongue, our original language. Then we give you an English break, proper English break. You know, so we give you the English translation, Salakia, and then we give you a proper breakdown of the scriptures so you can understand real, ancient, true Black history.
Damn right. Give it up. Also, man, we want to give it up. You understand, the Mariah y'all are filling in for Officer Iwalam tonight. Mariah, anything you want to say last word?
If I could, I'm gonna give it up to Officer 1000 Mayad, the man of 100 hands. Tomorrow, Sabbath service will start at this regular time from 10 to 12. Officer 5000 Kwam Adabak will be leading the Sabbath service.
That's right.
And we're not your Christian church. It's a lot of snow outside. The show must go on.
Damn right. Give it up. Man, I also want to give it up to my bad technical team over there doing what they do every week. Officer Ramawan, give him a hand. Officer Raj Karaj, give him a hand. And all the other brothers in here tonight, give him a hand. That's right. I am Captain Malquad, under Commander Jenny Yohana. There's been another edition of the Round Table of Truth. We will see you tomorrow in Minnesota with Officer Quadah Zion. With that, shalom. You got to know how to take them out.